Welcome to Hodgepodge Australia. Today we are making this guacamole bowl cake. Yes, that is a cake. You're not looking at avocado all mushed up. What you're going to want for this is a round cake, some brown buttercream, some green buttercream, which I've coloured with a lovely mojito colour. And I've added just a touch of forest green. You're going to want a couple of tortilla sheets. I have some caster sugar mixed with cinnamon. I have some green sprinkles. And we finally have some melted butter just so that we can decorate these tortilla sheets. So let's get started with those first. Now I got the inspiration for these tortillas from How to Cake It when she did a fabulous nacho cake. But you take the tortillas and you cut them into eighths, as you can see I have done there. Then using a brush you're going to coat them in the melted butter, making sure they're really good and coated so that they get lovely and crispy. You're going to want to have preheated your oven to about 150 degrees Celsius. And once you have coated them in butter, you're going to sprinkle them with the caster sugar and cinnamon. Get a lot of on there because you really want that flavoring. It's really lovely. I didn't have nutmeg. How to Cake It used nutmeg. I'm happy with it without it. They were still delicious. Then pop them into the oven for about 15 minutes, but keep an eye on them so that they don't burn. While those are in the oven, we can start our cake. So let's just level off the cake on the bottom so that it sits nice and flat. I'm using a slightly larger cake board than I need, but you can see I'm putting the cake there over to the side so I have room to place my extra tortilla chips like you would normally do when you're serving up avocado in a lovely bowl. Or should I say guacamole. But there you can also see that I'm just leveling off the top of the cake. I'm then going to take just a small knife and I'm just cutting it into sections of 8 just to make it easier to pull out each section, and I'm just making a small divot. Again, I'm just replicating a bowl shape, so I'm just taking a little section out so that we have somewhere to place our avocado buttercream. I'm now going to use the brown buttercream to decorate the outside of our bowl. Now you can use any color that you like. I was trying to replicate this wonderful tableside guacamole bowl experience that I had when we were in Beverly Hills last year. We went to this amazing Mexican restaurant called Frida's and they did tableside guacamole for us, and I just loved it. And this is sort of my tribute to that and my recreation, because I can have guacamole, and I do have guacamole, but I can also have cake that looks like guacamole, and who doesn't want to do that? So once I'm happy with the bowl and I've let it chill in the fridge, I'm just going to finish off the bottom there. As you can see, piping. I've just got a number 21 pipe and I'm just doing a nice little border around it. Just tidies it up. I realize this is a bit more cakey than it is bowly, but it's how I'm doing it. So once I'm happy with that, I'm just going to pop it back in the fridge to chill for a little bit, just so it's nice and firm, and then we get to the fun part. Now, while you're watching the fun part, which is literally globbing the avocado into the bowl, yes, the avocado buttercream, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. I have videos coming out every week, and if you have any special requests, please certainly let me know. I would be happy to try and come up with something for you. When it comes to popping in this avocado colored buttercream, you can see there that I'm literally just dolloping it in, because that is what you would do with guacamole. You're going to make it all into, if you use a separate bowl, of course, and create more washing up for yourself, when you're presenting it, you're going to just start glopping it into that bowl, because that's just how I do it. I don't know if that's how you do it, but that's how I do it. So I really wanted to recreate that experience of the glopped guacamole slopped into the bowl. And I think it came out wonderful. I'm just going to finish this cake off with some green sprinkles to try and recreate sort of that cilantro feel that you get in a bowl of guacamole. Obviously, it's not always just perfectly all avocado. And then to really top this off, we're going to get our nacho chips out of the oven with our beautiful cinnamon sugar on them. And we're just going to stick a couple of up into the cake, because I would want to dive straight into this myself, and we're going to put some onto the side so people know that they're not bound to 3 corn chips. They can have as many as they want. And that is how simple it is to make a guacamole cake. I think this would be amazing for just any sort of party. It would be fabulous for a Superbowl, any sort of sports event. It would be wonderful to pull these out and really blow people's minds. I hope you love it. I really love it. And it's just so fun to trick people. You know, I realize that they're going to realize it's a cake pretty quick, but at first glance, I think it comes across pretty well as a guacamole cake. And then you get to just have all that lovely sweetness, and then you also have to get the crunch of those fabulous faux corn chips that we've made that are just going to be like a crunchy cinnamon donut almost just scooping out that beautiful buttercream, whichever flavor you've put in it. Maybe you could find an avocado flavor, but I just went with vanilla. That is our guacamole bowl buttercream cake. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I would really love a like and subscribe, even a comment in the bottom if you plan to recreate this, and be sure to share it with me on social media if you do. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and we'll see you again real soon.